Hi, this is Mato. In this video I will show you the best chess game ever played. This is the game between Garry Kasparov and Veselin Topalov that was played in Vacancy tournament in Netherlands in 1999. After the game, Kasparov said that this was his best ever. Most people think that Garry Kasparov is the best chess player of all time, and his opponent Topalov is super grandmaster, very sharp attacking player. In this game, Kasparov had white pieces and started with e4. Topalov played d6, and after d4, knight to f6, knight to c3 and g6, we have Pirc's defense, or Pirc if you wish. The most popular move for white in this position is f4, going for Austrian attack, or knight to f3. But Kasparov played bishop to e3. Topalov continued with bishop to g7, which is a very logical move. Queen to d2, showing his intention, preparing kingside attack. c6, preparing counter-attack. f3, and this position reminds me of King's Indian defense, same-ish variation. b5, knight from g to e2, knight from b to d7, bishop to h6, bishop takes bishop, queen takes bishop, bishop to b7, a3 to stop pawn push, e5, Kasparov castled queenside, queen e7, Topalov will castle queenside too, king to b1, a6, c5 would be played in the future, that's why a6, knight to c1, knight is going to better place to b3 square, Topalov castled queenside, knight to b3, pawn takes pawn, most people would capture with the knight. Kasparov captured with rook, but really doesn't matter because after c5 rook must go back. Knight to b6, preparing d5 pawn push. g3, what is the purpose of this move? Well, bishop is going to h3 to attack the king, to check the king. King to b8, knight to a5, Kasparov wants to exchange knight for the bishop. Topalov is not happy with that, he played bishop to a8, bishop to h3 was played, d5, striking in the center. Kasparov centralized the queen, and this is also check. King to a7, rook from h to e1, all pieces are nicely positioned now. d4 was played, looks like very good move. Where is the knight going? To e2, looks like it's safe on e2, but Kasparov sent his knight into the fire. Knight to d5, knight takes knight, pawn takes knight. Black doesn't have time to take the pawn now because rook is attacking the queen. Queen to d6, if Kasparov takes the queen, then black is better. But in this position, Kasparov did not take the queen. He found this incredible move. Absolutely incredible. You can pause the video and you can try to find the move that Kasparov made with white pieces in this position. If you found this move, congratulations. That is what Kasparov played. He sacrificed the whole rook against Topalov. C takes on d4. And now rook to e7. Is he sacrificing another rook? Not really, because if queen takes, then we would have this continuation. Queen takes on d4 check, king to b8, check on b6, and after bishop to b7, knight to c6, king can't go to c8 because bishop is controlling that square. So the only move is king to a8, and now checkmate. That's why after rook to e7 check, Topalov played king to b6, and now queen to d4, Kasparov sacrificed the knight too. My goodness. sacrificing 2 pieces against such a strong player like Topalov. b4, king to a4, and if queen was a horse, she would land on b3 with checkmate. But she is not horse or knight, she is a lady. She goes to c3 with intention to go to b3 checkmate. But Topalov captured the pawn on d5. How to continue now? Rook to a7, threatening checkmate. If rook goes to d6, we would have this continuation then. King to b2, and there is threat of checkmate on b3. If queen to d4, well, this is a losing. Okay, so that's why in this position Topalov had to say goodbye to his bishop. Rook takes, queen to c4. Black would be happy to exchange queens again. Kasparov captured the knight. Now king takes on a3, making some room to move. Check, king to b4. And how to continue now? Did Kasparov run out of moves now? Boy, what would you play in this position? Well, Kasparov played c3. In case if queen takes, then Kasparov would win easily. But Topalov played better move. Captured with the king, and now queen to a1 check, king to d2, queen to b2 check, king to d1. And how to continue now? What would you play in this position if you had white pieces? I would be stuck. If Kasparov plays something ordinary like a rook to e7, then black is winning easily. So something like that would happen. So what is the move then? Kasparov found the only move, so this is the only move, otherwise Kasparov would lose. Bishop to f1, attacking the queen. Black played rook to d2, which looks like a very good move. And now again Kasparov, as white is losing in most variation, actually all variation but one, he found this incredible move again. So he finds this only moves. And what is the move? What would you play if you had white pieces? Would you play something like this? That is what Kasparov played. Now rook can't take the queen because it's pinned. Yeah. So he captured the rook, but then Kasparov captured the queen, and after few moves the dust settled down and Kasparov is much better. But Topalov is not resigning until fat lady sings. Queen to a8, c3. He's hoping to get the pawn to the first rank, but very slim chances of that. King to e1, and now f4, f5, king to c1, taking d1 away from rook and from the king perhaps in the future. Rook to d2. Intention is to capture the pawn on h2, but after queen was played to a7, Topalov resigned, because if he takes the pawn, then queen to g1 check, taking the rook. Okay, that's why in this position Topalov resigned, and all started with firework at move 24 when Kasparov sacrificed the rook. What a game! What an incredible game! What do you think? Is this the best game ever played? Thank you for watching this video, and I hope that you enjoyed it.